What's up, everyone? Pumped to have Jack O'Shea here today, also known as Jack the Pool Boy. How we doing today?
Doing well. Happy to be on the show, Matt.
Appreciate that, and we appreciate you making the time to come on.
Hell yeah.
Got a couple questions we want to ask you so we can get right into it. So who do you think would be more likely to be immortal? DJ PaulyD or John Stamos?
More likely to be immortal?
Yeah.
That's a good. It's actually like a weirdly good question, because immediately when you said DJ PaulyD, I'd say him, just because he's so weird in like not in like the usual weird way of like, I don't know who's like Kanye or something. Not in like the usual like that guy's strange, but like DJ PaulyD is weird in that he's so cool and chill. Like it's honestly, this is gonna be a tough answer for why it's DJ PaulyD, but you know what I mean? Where it's like,
Yeah.
even just watching, I've seen the Jersey Shore the first 2 seasons so many times, and he's by far the best guy on the show. Like not necessarily the most entertaining, but he's like he's the one you want to like hang out with.
Oh yeah, he attracts people to him.
Yeah, but it doesn't make any sense why. He's got the most insane hair. He speaks in like weird adages, and like he's created so many catchphrases that don't even really make any sense, or don't even make sense why people would take them as catchphrases. He just sort of exists as an entity. If there was like I never saw Marvel's The Eternals, but that's kind of what I'm picturing. I could easily see DJ PaulyD being one. Whereas John Stamos, he just seems like a handsome guy.
Yeah. I feel like he doesn't have the attributes.
Put it this way, I'm not saying anything, but John Stamos is going to die one day.
We don't know about PaulyD.
I don't know. I can't guarantee that. I can guarantee John Stamos will die. That's why I'm going with PaulyD.
Definitely makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I got another one here for you. This is pretty tough.
Mm-hmm.
How much money would you pay to never have a hangover again?
Oh God. It's hard to put all of the money to just never have to worry about it again.
It changes your life.
Now, because it'd be one of those. It's one of those things where it's like every single time I have a hangover, how much would I pay to not have that hangover at that time? And then you got to multiply it by how many hangovers I'm gonna have in the future. So I would say probably like 100,000.
100,000? Yeah.
I'd pay like 100,000 just to not have to worry about. But then I'd be an alcoholic.
That's true. But you don't have to worry about anything either. If you have something at 8 a.m., you can just go out that night and be fine to get up.
That's true. But I do think I would become an alcoholic.
Oh yeah.
I think the hangover is what really keeps me from drinking the most.
That's the only thing that's the only thing that keeps it from drinking. But I feel like in this situation, you have to break it down by percentage. Like I think I'd pay like 80% of the money I make to never have one again.
You think 80% of all of your money?
Nah, that's high, but.
And then 20, you have 20% to spend on the rest of the stuff, including the actual alcohol.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, you got to factor that in. I think, but I think I bet you it's more than 100,000. Honestly, I should go higher. I should go higher. I think I'd go 25%. No, I think I'd go 250,000. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right. Who's more likely to steal your weed? Shaggy from Scooby-Doo or Snoop Dogg?
Oh, Shaggy.
Yeah.
Well, we're just talking economics here. Snoop Dogg doesn't need to steal your weed.
Mm-hmm.
Shaggy is broke. Shaggy lives in a van with a dog. Like Shaggy, and Shaggy also he like would not steal it the way, like he would probably do one of those things where it's like, it's not like, you can take my weed, and it's like, you never fucking have any weed, Shaggy. Like you can't keep on telling me next time. Whereas Snoop Dogg, I feel like he'll smoke you out immediately with like no questions asked.
Yeah, that is true. Unless you have some hanging around, he might take a couple hits if he's down for it. But then he could also call one of his guys or boys to come on over. Yeah.
Shaggy's also hanging out with a lot of like nefarious people, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas everybody knows Snoop Dogg, straight as an arrow. You know, he's never been associated with any criminal activity. So
that's very true.
Have you ever had Snoop Dogg's wine?
No. Is it good?
No. That's the one Snoop Dogg thing that I've been like, what the fuck? We live above a Whole Foods, and he sells his wine in the Whole Foods. We're like, oh hell yeah, we'll get the Snoop Dogg wine. It tastes like cough syrup. It's not wine. But it looks like wine, and it obviously technically is wine, but it's like got a weird texture to it,
I
and you
feel like if
feel
you're Snoop, you can't be putting your name on that. It's if
yeah,
you're Snoop, you gotta have something good.
buckle down, Snoop.
I don't know, but then again, I don't have my own alcohol, so.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, who would you picture being more of a scumbag? William Defoe or Denzel Washington?
I mean, you'd assume Willem Dafoe, but that's almost like judging a book by its cover,
Yeah.
you know, just because he has such an insane face. And Denzel is, I'd say Denzel and Tom Hanks are the two. If Denzel's a scumbag, it's like me saying my dad's a scumbag, you know? It's like I just respect him too much.
Yeah.
Also, I remember the Titans is like my favorite movie ever, and it's like Coach Herman Boone. There's just no way.
Coach Boone.
Yeah,
Oh, that's literally when I think of Denzel Washington, I think I remember the Titans.
yeah. I know every word to the movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the goated movie.
Hmm.
Coach Yotes. All right. She's a 10, but she doesn't respect forklift certified people.
Is that a question?
Like what would she be? So she's like
Okay.
a 10 out of 10, but she
Yeah.
doesn't respect forklift certified people. This hits home to me because I'm forklift certified. I'm able
Are
to,
you actually forklift certified?
I am. It's one of my weird, strange talents.
Well, you legitimately have a certification to operate a forklift,
Yeah,
not
so
just
I
like
did
the
it
name.
last year. So I have 2 more years left certified, yeah, before I have to retake it. Worked at FedEx for a little bit.
I was gonna say, is that what you do for work? Like that's
No, not that anymore. But I did that in the summers, during the summers.
that's it's driving a forklift fun.
Yeah, it's so fun.
I feel like it's got to be so. It's like driving a car with arms.
It's ridiculously fun.
I mean, yeah. If she doesn't respect someone who's forklift certified, I'm gonna just cut that number in half. She's a 5 because she's obviously a 10. But then at a certain point, like if you don't respect the number one people you should be respecting, we're gonna have some problems. You know?
Doesn't respect how to get their packages on time. Those are the guys. I was one of the guys busting for that, but
Yeah.
we won't get into detail there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to say a couple phrases, and I want you to say the first thing that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Domino's lava cakes.
Good. Actually, no, dry. They're too dry.
The outside's dry, but the inside's good. Yeah.
Yeah, but,
Prime Demi Lovato music.
fucking bangers. I'm Team Demi on everything. She's crazy, but I'd say once a month I'll come upstairs from the gym and say to my fiance, like, I'm just Team Demi. She's like Amy Winehouse, Adele. Like she's got the voice, but she actually Taylor Swift and Selena Gomez, they're playing songs that are like it's fucking bubblegum pop. She's singing about being sober because she actually has a fucking problem. She's a real rock star.
No, yeah.
Everyone, all the other pop stars is bullshit. Demi Lovato is awesome.
You got to get a tattoo.
I will. No.
No.
And then she would be weirded out by me, and that's the last thing I want is to make Demi
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
you get her attention.
Yeah, it's true.
Might not get that opportunity.
Yeah.
All right. The movie Moneyball.
First word.
First, like phrase or word, opinion.
The fucking Bible.
Bible.
I don't know. I have read the book like 4 or 5 times. I love baseball, but I also love like statistics. I've
Oh,
tried
okay.
to I've tried to explain WAR, like the wins above replacement stat. That's basically what all of Moneyball is based on, to so many people. And every time, like 5 words in, I realize they do not give a shit. This is about me. This is just because I want to talk. I love Moneyball.
You want them to know you know what war is.
I just want to talk about wins above replacement, the baseball statistic, because it's fascinating. And sometimes you have to force that conversation onto people.
Yeah.
You know?
Make them know. Make them know.
Yeah.
All right. Last question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What is more likely to happen? Kirk Cousins winning a Super Bowl or Whoopi Goldberg changing her name?
Oh God. Because both seem impossible. there's just no way. The joke answer would be Whoopi changing her name, but honestly, I don't see either of them because Kirk Cousins, like he's just
He's not going to get no shot.
he's being too much. He's being paid too much to build a real like team around him. Like their issue this year was defense, obviously, but it's like, oh God, I'd say you know what, Whoopi changing her name is more likely than the Vikings with Kirk Cousins winning the Super Bowl. He could win a Super Bowl if it was one of those situations like if the Niners picked him up, like if he went to a team that was like the Niners last season, Cousins, I think he could. You know what, he should honestly, the Niners should get Kirk Cousins. No, they should because they'd be paying him too much. But he's perfect, where it's like just nice and simple. Ball goes there.
I mean,
nothing special.
I just life on the line. I don't even know what I would pick out of those ones. I might have to go Whoopi on that. Just like done with the name, just changing it.
Yeah.
Going through some type of phase where it's like I'm done.
Well, Whoopi Goldberg, I have to assume, did change her name. I have to assume that's not her.
Oh, no shot.
Yeah. So this is, but then I guess then you're talking, well, why if she already changed her name, why would she change it again? But then there's also the thing of, speaking of Snoop Dogg, you know, how many times has he changed his name, or Puff Daddy or something like that? You know? Yeah. She's due for a name change.
Yeah.
She's been with this one for, you know, more than half her life now. Kind of mix it up, get a new house.
Maybe one of these things will happen one day and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
All right.
When it happens, have me back on.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
But those are the questions I got today. Jack, we appreciate you hopping on. And yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. Great to meet you. Or great to be on the show.
For sure.